Welcome to the fascinating world of the Maasai tribe, where ancient customs and secrets merge into one. Discover the unique rituals, symbols, and legends that are woven into a beautiful film of the history of this mysterious people. Be sure to stay with us until the very end, as fascinating and unusual facts await you, capable of plunging you into the magic and enchantment of antiquity. Edible insects. How do you feel about the idea of including insects in the diet? In Maasai culture, the use of insects in cooking is a long-standing tradition that has attracted attention for its exotic and nutritious nature. The Maasai people living in East Africa include various types of insects such as grasshoppers and caterpillars in their diet. These edible insects are an important source of protein, vitamins, and minerals in their diet. Insects are usually prepared by roasting, boiling, or fire roasting, after which they can be eaten as a standalone dish or added to soups, stews, and other dishes. It is important to note that the Maasai people make skillful use of the resources of the natural environment and seek to get the maximum benefit from the available products. The tradition of eating insects in Maasai cuisine may evoke different reactions, but it reflects the deep connection between humans and their environment, as well as the ability to adapt to life in harsh environments. The Maasai believe that eating insects has a positive effect on their bodies, but our team has a recommendation that is sure to help you maintain and improve your health. That's why we recommend that you take out Ecta Traveling Health Insurance at a 37% discount to ensure your health. Follow the link in the comments and start your journey to a healthy and safe life today. And we're back to our list, dancing with lions. Lion dances are one of the most exciting and thrilling spectacles in many cultures. Not only is it a stunning show of skill and coordination, but it also has deep symbolic meaning. For the Maasai, a tribe predominantly living in Kenya and Tanzania, lion dancing is not only a stunning spectacle, but also has deep ritual significance. In their culture, lion dances symbolize courage, strength, and protection, and are often accompanied by musical instruments and choreography that convey the stories and values of the community. Participants in these Maasai tribal dances perform complex movements, interacting with the huge lion's head and body, which they control with sticks or ropes. For them, dancing with lions is not only entertainment, but also a way to maintain and pass on the traditions of their people, inspired by their spirit and symbolism. That fact was quite interesting, wasn't it? If you really liked it, we ask you to hit the subscribe and like button under this video. It's incredibly motivating for us. And we move on. Mysterious rituals of moon worship. Do you believe in the power of mysticism and mystery associated with the moon? Maasai moon worship rituals reflect a deep respect for this celestial luminary and its influence on the life of the community. For the Maasai, the moon not only symbolizes the cyclical nature and time, but also plays an important role in their religious and cultural practices. The Maasai conduct moon worship rituals, including prayers, dances, and sacrifices, at different phases of the lunar cycle. They believe that each phase of the moon has its own unique energy and affects different aspects of life. For example, the full moon may be seen as a time for blessing and fertility, while the waning moon may be associated with a period of purification and renewal. Such rituals not only strengthen the Maasai's connection to nature and the cosmos, but also remind them of the importance of respecting the environment and the universe as a whole. The belief in the mystical power of the moon permeates the hearts of the members of this tribe, inspiring them to keep traditions and harmony with nature in their daily lives. I propose to continue our journey. Houses made of birds' nests. The Maasai tribe has an amazing tradition of building houses that resemble birds' nests. These unique structures create a cozy and safe home for people, blending in with the surrounding nature and the spirit of the tribe. The Maasai build their homes from palm branches and other local materials on high trees or cliffs. This provides them with protection from predators and weather, and creates a special way of living in communion with nature. These unusual structures symbolize the Maasai's deep connection with the environment and nature. The inhabitants of these houses find comfort and peace in them, feeling close to nature and its rhythms. For the Maasai, birds' nest houses are not only a physical shelter, but also a symbol of harmony and respect for the environment. Rain worship ritual. Rituals and prayers. How do you feel about the idea of rituals to bring rain? Maasai rain worship rituals. Faith, community, and respect for nature. In the Maasai tribe of East Africa, rain worship rituals play a significant role in their culture and daily life. For the Maasai, Rain is of great importance as a source of water necessary for the survival of living things and to ensure the fertility of the land. In times of drought or other natural disasters, the Maasai conduct rituals and prayers to invoke rain. These rituals include prayers, dances, chants, and sacrifices that are intended to propitiate deities and attract rain to the withered land. The Maasai believe in the power of their influence on natural phenomena and the importance of cooperation in dealing with natural disasters. Rain worship rituals strengthen social ties in the community and emphasize the importance of solidarity in times of adversity. Despite modern scientific knowledge of natural processes, the Maasai still retain the tradition of rain worship rituals as a way of building faith and community in coping with inevitable natural challenges. These rituals have become an integral part of Maasai cultural heritage and spiritual practice, reminding them of the importance of respecting nature and its cyclical nature. Moving on to the next fact, the tradition of wearing brightly colored clothes. For the Maasai, a tribe, brightly colored clothing has deep cultural roots and symbolic significance. Bright colors are often associated with joy, festivals, and important events in their lives. The Maasai prefer bright shades such as red, blue, green, yellow, which not only creates a festive mood, but is also an expression of their cultural identity and individuality. Each color can carry a certain meaning or symbolize certain qualities, which makes the choice of clothing even more meaningful. Wearing brightly colored clothing for the Maasai is also a way of attracting attention and setting themselves apart from others. This is especially evident at festivals and celebrations, where Maasai tend to look bright and attractive, reflecting their joie de vivre and cultural identity. The Maasai tradition of wearing brightly colored clothing plays an important role in reinforcing their cultural identity, preserving their unique traditions and customs, and helping them maintain a connection to their past and heritage. Moving on, rite of passage to adulthood. What do you know about the mysterious rituals that accompany young people's transition to adulthood? In the Maasai tribe, rites of passage to adulthood play an important role in shaping young people's personal and social identity. These mysterious rituals, known as emurata, are performed to prepare young people for the new duties and responsibilities of adulthood. The rituals include initiation, in which young people are tested and taught the traditions and values of the community. During the rituals, youth learn to live according to Maasai traditions and accept their place in the community. Emurata ceremonies are often accompanied by festivities, dances, and songs, creating an atmosphere of excitement and the importance of the occasion. Young people are given new names to symbolize their transition to adulthood, and may also wear special jewelry or clothing to reflect their status in society. Maasai rites of passage to adulthood have deep historical roots and continue to play an important role in shaping the personality and social identity of the new generation. They help young people become full members of the community and take part in preserving the ancient traditions and values of Maasai culture. Did you like the fact? Believe me, the next one is even more interesting. Unique fishing techniques. Lake Natron, located in East Africa, is known not only for its unique natural characteristics, but also for the specific fishing methods used by the local people. For the Maasai people living near Lake Natron in East Africa, fishing is an important source of food and livelihood. They employ unique fishing methods that reflect their close relationship with the natural environment and adaptation to the living conditions in this region. One such method is the use of specialized fishing nets made from local materials such as palm leaves or hemp. These nets are set in the waters of the lake and allow the Maasai to catch large quantities of fish in a short time. This method requires skill and experience to operate the nets effectively and ensure a successful catch. The Maasai may also utilize traditional fishing methods, such as catching fish using hands or traps. These methods require them to have the dexterity and ingenuity to catch fish without the use of specialized equipment. The unique fishing methods of the Lake Natron Maasai reflect their ability to adapt to life in this unique region and to maintain traditional ways of providing food for themselves. These methods are an important part of Maasai culture and continue to be passed on from generation to generation, preserving the connection between people and nature. And so we continue our journey, healing properties of cow's milk. Do you believe in the power of ancient traditions and secrets hidden in every drop of milk? For the Maasai, cow's milk is not just a drink. It is a sacred source of nutrition and healing properties. Since ancient times, they have used it in their cuisine and medicine, valuing it for its rich content of protein, calcium, vitamins, and minerals. This gift of nature helps them maintain their strength and health in the harsh conditions of life in the African wilderness. Cow's milk is not only an important source of nutrition, but also symbolizes the bond between the Maasai and their cattle, as well as their deep respect for nature and ancestral traditions. The magic of masks. The Maasai, one of the most famous tribes in East Africa, also have a rich tradition of using masks in their ritual practices. For the Maasai, masks play an important role in rituals and ceremonies as symbols of connection with ancestors, spirits, and deities. In various rituals, such as initiation rites, weddings, or worship of natural forces, the Maasai use masks to create contact with the mystical world and convey messages to the spirit world. Maasai masks can symbolize various aspects of the life and culture of this people, from spiritual entities to archetypes and historical characters. Their wearing and use is accompanied by dances, songs, and ritual sacrifices, creating an atmosphere of mysticism and connection with higher powers. The traditions and magic of Maasai masks are passed down through generations, preserved within the social and religious community. Not only do they serve as a vehicle for sacred purposes and rituals, but also reflect the deep connection between this people and their cultural traditions. I suggest further research on this tribe. Sacred trees. How do you perceive the idea of sacred trees and their influence on the life of tribal societies? The Maasai, like many other tribal societies, have a deep connection with nature, and belief in sacred trees plays an important role in their culture and religious practices. In traditional Maasai culture, sacred trees are considered living beings with special spiritual powers and protect the tribe from harm and misfortune. One of the most famous sacred trees for the Maasai is the acacia tree known as the Olduvai Gore, which is regarded as a sacred place. This tree is considered a place where ancestral spirits reside, and it plays a key role in religious rituals and worship. The Maasai conduct rituals and prayers under these sacred trees, considering them a place of connection to the spirit world and a symbol of their cultural identity. They perform sacrifices and worship rituals to invoke the ancestral spirits for protection, blessing, and guidance. Preserving and respecting sacred trees is an important aspect of Maasai culture. The Maasai seek to protect these trees from cutting and destruction, as they believe that their blessing and protection are important to the well-being and preservation of their community. Sacred trees thus play not only a religious, but also a socio-cultural role in Maasai life, helping them to maintain their connection to nature and spiritual values. And so we move on to the next fact. Mythical sign language. The Maasai, like many other tribes, have a mythical sign language that plays an important role in their religious and ceremonial practices. This special sign language is passed down from generation to generation and is used to communicate with ancestral spirits and spiritual beings. The Maasai use various gestures, postures, and movements to convey symbolic meaning and send messages to the spirits. This mythical sign language is used during religious rites, ceremonies, and rituals, as well as in everyday life to communicate with the unseen world. For the Maasai, proficiency in mythical sign language is a means of communicating with ancestral spirits, allowing them to ask for advice, support, and protection. This type of communication also allows them to express gratitude and honor to spirit beings, strengthening their connection to their ancestors and the spiritual values of their people. Secrets of dance art. What do you feel when you watch a dance? Watching the Maasai dance gives you a sense of the greatness and depth of their culture. For the Maasai, dance is not just a form of entertainment, it is a way of communicating with their ancestors and spiritual world, passing on traditions and values. Their dances carry a rich symbolism and history, being a way of self-expression and expression of deep emotions. Each movement, each rhythm has its own meaning, reflecting the wisdom and spirituality of generations. Maasai dance is a powerful social and spiritual bonding tool that unites their community and strengthens their connection to their history and traditions. Maasai dance is also a way of transformation and healing, allowing them to express their emotions, release stress, and restore harmony with the world around them. This art form is an integral part of their lives, preserving and passing on the richness and beauty of their culture from generation to generation. Features of the Maasai calendar. The Maasai have a unique concept of time, which is reflected in their calendar based on observations of natural phenomena and cycles. Instead of using standard European calendars, they rely on changes in the natural environment, such as animal migration, plant blooms, and the changing seasons, to determine the timing of their rituals and festivities. For this African tribe, each month in the calendar has its own unique characteristics and is associated with specific events or rituals. For example, the rainy season, which is important for growing crops and providing drinking water for livestock, may be defined by a specific month in their calendar, during which rituals and ceremonies are performed. This approach to time measurement among the Maasai emphasizes their deep connection with nature and their dependence on it for survival and prosperity. It also reflects their respect for the environment and their understanding of the importance of maintaining a balance between humans and nature. For the Maasai, nature is not only a source of life, but also an object of admiration and respect that defines their way of life and cultural practices. And so we continue our journey. Rites of healing with herbs. How do you feel about traditional healing methods using herbs and plants? The Maasai tribe, like many other cultures, has an ancient healing practice based on the use of natural ingredients. These practices not only help fight disease, but also strengthen the bond between humans and nature. Healing rituals using herbs and herbalists are an integral part of Maasai cultural traditions. Herbs are used to prepare infusions, decoctions, ointments, and other medicines that help fight various diseases and conditions. Traditional herbalists and healers have a deep knowledge of the properties and uses of various plants, passed down through generations. Their practices often combine physical, psychological, and spiritual methods of healing, including prayers, rituals, and accompanying patients on their journey to recovery. Such Maasai healing rituals not only provide effective therapies, but also strengthen the bond between humans and nature, reminding them of its healing power and infinite richness. Priest animals. The Maasai, like many other cultures, have a practice of giving special status to certain animals that are considered sacred. This status is due to the symbolic meaning that these animals hold for the community. In Maasai culture, such animals often play an important role in religious and ceremonial practices, as well as in the daily life of the tribe. One such animal in the Maasai is the cow. Cows are considered sacred to the Maasai and have deep symbolic significance. They are a source of food, milk, and material for clothing and shelter, ensuring the survival and well-being of the tribe. In addition, Maasai cows play an important role in religious rituals involving sacrifice and invocation of ancestral spirits. For the Maasai, the cow also symbolizes wealth, status, and social standing in society. Their cattle are not just a means of survival, but an indicator of wealth and prestige. Thus, cows not only play a role in Maasai economic life, but also have deep religious and symbolic significance, strengthening the bond between these people and their spiritual beliefs. We are already at the finish line. Are you ready for the finale? Hunting rituals. For the Maasai, as in many other cultures, hunting has a special meaning and is accompanied by rituals that reflect their connection to nature and the spiritual world. Hunting for the Maasai is not only a way of providing food, but also an important aspect of their culture and way of life. Maasai hunting rituals include a range of rituals and traditions, from the preparation of hunters and the selection of weapons, to the act of hunting itself and the ceremony that follows. Before going hunting, the Maasai conduct special rituals that include prayers and sacrifices to ancestral spirits and animal spirits. These rituals are aimed at reconciliation with nature and attracting blessings for a successful hunt. The very act of hunting among the Maasai is often accompanied by symbolic actions and rituals that are passed down from generation to generation. Hunters use their skills and knowledge passed down from their ancestors to show respect for the animals and to strive for the careful use of nature's resources. After a successful hunt, thanksgiving and worship ceremonies are held in which hunters express gratitude to the spirits for the food and blessings they have been given. Thus, Maasai hunting rituals reflect their deep respect for nature, their belief in spiritual powers, and their close connection to the spirit world, making this aspect of their culture inextricably linked to their daily lives and spiritual beliefs. Resettlement to new pastures. In the Maasai, moving to a new pasture is accompanied by special rituals and auguries that play an important role in their life and culture. Before moving, the Maasai perform blessing rituals and prayers to ancestral spirits and nature deities. They ask for protection and guidance on the journey, seeking to ensure good luck and safety for their community in the new location. Portents associated with relocation play an important role in Maasai tribal culture. They can manifest themselves in natural phenomena, signs or prophecies that help determine the time and direction of relocation and foreshadow future events. For the Maasai, Moving to new pastures represents not only a physical relocation, but also a spiritual journey. The rituals and portents associated with this process help to strengthen the social and spiritual ties in their community, as well as ensure success and well-being in the new habitat. These rituals and heralds epitomize the Maasai's deep respect for nature and their desire to live in harmony with it. Symbolism of jewelry. How do you interpret the meaning of jewelry in different cultures around the world? For the Maasai, jewelry plays an important role in expressing their cultural identity and social status, as well as symbolizing different aspects of their lives and cultural values. Maasai jewelry, such as a variety of beads, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and hair ornaments, have deep cultural and religious significance. They serve not only as a way of adornment, but also as an expression of social status and membership of a particular tribe or clan. Jewelry may also be used for ceremonial purposes, including weddings, initiations, and other important events in Maasai life. For the Maasai, jewelry can symbolize wealth, wisdom, resilience, and a connection to nature and the spiritual world. For example, the color and material of jewelry may indicate a person's social status or membership of a particular tribe. They may also convey historical and cultural legacies, as well as serve as a means of self-expression and communication within a community. Thus, Maasai jewelry not only adorns their appearance, but also has deep cultural significance, reflecting their traditions, beliefs, and community values. To share your delight in this exciting journey into the heart of the Maasai tribe's culture, leave a comment with the word jewelry. If you are interested in learning about the unique customs and legends of this tribe, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Give us a like and share your impressions. Thank you for sharing this amazing journey into the world of the Maasai tribe with us.